backstop.
Oh, really?
It's brick, but then there's pads on the inside. So it looks nice on the outside
Yeah.
and on the inside.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, what we're going to do today is kind of talk about some of the things that we do, like the summer workout. We love to do these during the season as well, but the thing is sometimes we just have so much team that we get a chance to do some of these things, but we really emphasize them in the summer because there are a lot of, we have some team stuff on here, but a lot of it's like individual skill work that we work on. So one big one that we always do, we do this every Tuesday, we call it Tackle Tuesday, is we'll have tackling stations, and we're a hawk tackling team. We're we're head behind, we're ripping through, we're gator rolls, we know the system, Seahawks have made it popular. So with that in mind, we'll have like one station here, we break up by positions, linebackers, D-line, DBs, and you're tackling yoga balls, okay? Those big old balls, they force you to wrap and roll. We have the donut wheels, everybody's got them, okay? We'll rip those, the smaller the wheel, the better, okay? Forces you to get in that position to wrap and roll. We'll also take bags, okay? So we'll demonstrate this. We'll take bags, it really doesn't matter which bag you use, such as this big guy, and we'll have a line behind Kate here, okay? And we'll just simply try to model the tackle that we're going to make this week based on the teams that we're going to play. So for example, let's say that we're facing a lot of trap, or a lot of downhill action, or a lot of powers, okay? We'll rip our tackle, we'll have the coach pull the bag behind this way, okay? And Caden's going to get his head behind, wrap and roll this way. Okay, so then he would release. The next we go, coach pulls, boom, 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 wrap and roll, pursue, run your 3 feet all the way through the contact. Very, very cool. I was at Northwestern practice, the Big Ten school in Chicago last week. They're doing the same stuff. They're using tackling wheels, they're using yoga balls, but just be really, really good at those stuff. Okay, next one we do, the Big 3. We call this the Big 3. We establish what the offensive team that we're going to play. This is a season 1, what they're going to do. So I figure out what is their 3 favorite plays. So for example, the last week, the playoffs, we played a team that loves trap power count, which are 3 favorite run plays. So we'll go half line, okay, and we'll have our defense here, we'll have a JV line. So let's put you guys as maybe like our D tackle here. So we'll have our 3 tech here, we'll have our, you and my nose there, junior, and we'll have you maybe be like our wide 9 or spur here. Okay, right here you would have a JV line, and I would stand behind, I got my cards here, and we would just basically tell you what we're going to run. Okay, so this is a card from last week, like I said, we're going to run trap. Okay, we're going to run trap, so we'd have the JV line. JV line is going to run this trap. Okay, and we're just going to drill rep as much as we can. When we run trap, we love to get this guy up, but you got to get your head back and come across this way. Okay, so we would run trap from both sides. So for example, if we run the trap away, okay, we would basically train this man up, and you can watch our film on it, to basically follow this outside shoulder. Okay, so if he's gone, you're tight off this back. And we would just drill rep that as much as possible. Don't let the lineman think. It's a huge thing that I think, just get them to play with the instinct. Okay, so for example, we have trap here, we have counter here. Okay, so we show this JV line, which is right here. We would just drill rep counter 30 times. Our JV is not necessarily the most functional unit in comparison to our varsity. We have a big disparity between our JV and our varsity. This gives our varsity tons and tons of looks, and the JV only has to worry about 3 things. So it's a great, because we go team defense, and team defense turns into, you know, scratching around, wrestling, because you just can't get that focus, because JV's sitting here trying to read a play as we're on back here, and we'll walk through these plays with the JV. We'll make them experts on what they do, and we're just boom, boom, boom. So that's a big one that we do. It's been successful for us, just because, like I said, it makes the JV more successful. The next one that we do, this is the big summer one that we do. I like this. This was showed me. Raymond Valley's a big school outside of Sioux Falls. Their coach is just a defensive guru. He showed me this. We'll have a junior grab one of those bags. Yeah, one of those hand shields. Caden went in and grabbed a hand shield. Okay? You gotta have Mills. We'll have you demonstrate first. We have a line right here, so Mills will be right here. Okay, we have Junior behind this middle bag. We have Aiden back here. Okay? Then we have a JV player. If you have a large, some freshmen that, just it's hard to get them into some of the drill work or some of the practices, or if you don't have enough coaches, you can use them. We have a coach here. Okay? We'd also have a coach here, and we have a coach here. Here's the action that we're going to do. We have a line here and a line there. These lines are going to go in a staggered form. So Mills is going to rip over this bag. Boom, boom, boom. He's going to engage this and get off this blocker. Okay, so he's going to rip through. He's going to go to this next blocker. He's going to get off this blocker. And he's going to get a symbol from a coach. He's going to get a left. He's going to get a right. Okay? Football's a game of changing directions. You have to make a lot of, you're getting 2 block looks and you're getting a change of direction. So Mills runs through. He steps. He'll never cross over the middle one. Steps. Gets off a block here. Boom. Gets off a block here. Coach here. Right. Okay? And this coach, you can mix it up. He would either fit off in a tackle formation, or now you roll a wheel. Now you've got a tackle simulation. Okay? Maybe you have a yoga ball on that side and a tackling wheel here. So what you're getting is you're getting off a block. It's very, very linebacker-like. Okay? DB-like. So you're getting one look here, boom, here, boom. You're getting a change of directions, and now you're getting an outside or an inside tackle, which we're all about. That's a big one that we do. It's kind of fun. It's a great conditioner too because it goes fast. As soon as Mills gets off that block, that line should be going. You get 30 kids through this drill in 1 minute. Okay, next one that we do. Okay, this is for every lineman. We are all about 3 techs, and we're all about getting 3 techs double. So let's get Junior to get off some of this. Let's get Junior right here. Let's get Aiden and Mills holding these big yellows. We try to go as contact-free as possible, but yet get quality looks. We're a defensive line heavy team. We have a lot of linemen. We don't have a lot of speed. Okay? So how do we win games? We win games with using the pieces that we have. I love putting average players at 3 techs and forcing teams to double them. Okay? This in mind, this is how we do this. We just go down, set, so Junior would get in his stance. Okay? And we would basically drill rep, and on hit, Junior's going to get off. Okay? And we're going to basically rep as much as we can, creating this tunnel. We're going to try to make Junior, and I know Junior's got wider shoulders than me, okay, getting as skinny as possible. Okay? We want his little surface, and Junior's got a big surface. I wish I had his surface. It's awesome. Okay? But some teams will call this like a pee-hole player, because that's how high you should be. Okay? And we're getting off as low as we can. And we film this. We put a camera right here, and we will watch, and we'll see who can get this low. And we had 190-pound linemen that just drill rep this all week versus the #1 team in state that runs a double wing. And we put them in these 3 techs, and we just basically say, double these guys. Be relentless. Crawl if you have to. So it's a simple thing, but you're getting defensive lineman skills with little to no conflict or risk of injury. So that's a big one that we do. Okay, another one that we do. Imagine that this is a sled. I love the sled. We use the sled every day. We get off on the sled. I mean, we put so much weight on our hands that your fingers better start turning white. Your back better be flat. I don't care if you're offensive, defensive lineman. I coach the offensive line. It's the same thing. Get off the ball as hard as you can. I know Coach Phil talked about that. It's a concept for double wing teams. Okay, you don't have to be junior size. It's a sure advantage. You don't have to be middle size. Okay, you don't have to be cable size if you can get off the ball. So that's one thing I think that we do well. So with that in mind, we would have our sled here, and we just grind on the sled. That's a conditioner for the line. Okay, we will go, I don't know, either 5 minutes of just continuous sled, okay, or we let players decide how hard we go because we let them make the decisions. Okay, it's all driven from them. It's not because the coach tells you to do these things. So that's a big thing for us. But with that in mind, what we'll do, if this is the sled, just imagine this is the sled, we'd have Junior, for example, Junior be in this position. So So we would say this is a 0 or a 9, doesn't really matter. Junior would mash the sled here. Boom. He would hit. Okay, this is my blocker. This is my center. Okay, Junior reads that there's some type of power action here. Junior would get off his block here. So Junior would shed here. Boom. Okay, then he'd run down the line. Okay, and then he would wrap a tackle here. Okay, so we'd have either a man with a bag, we'd have once again the tackling wheel, the yoga ball. Okay, just simulating game actions without using real people. Okay, we take all the contact out we can. So Junior hits here, boom, boom, okay, boom, and now we have a man here, boom, the wrap there. Okay, it's a simulated action. That's an action we see in a game. We don't believe in anyway, running has to be purposeful. If you're running without a purpose, it's a waste of your time. Okay, get the practices, get the actions as realistic as possible. Here's the big one that we do. We got 3 guys, we need 1 ball. We love creating turnovers. Does this bite us in the butt? Yeah, sometimes. Does this make a difference? I think absolutely. So here's how this happens. We have player 1 here has the ball. We have player 2. And this is going to be continuous. Another conditioner. It's kind of a fun one. It's a summer one. Okay? You're going to wrap. Okay? And now you're going to strip. You're going to chainsaw. Get your chainsaw rips on action. Get it on film. Okay? Upon that action, you're going to scoop and recover. Now you become the ball handler. Now Junior is the stripper. Okay? Exactly. That's what we call it. Okay, so you wrap up. Yep, so you wrap up, you're in here, boom, you're punching, okay, you're ripping in here. We like helmets on this one, but you're as much as you can chainsaw. Start that lower. Okay, even if you're not successful, I mean, get running backs on film that you see, say, whoa, those guys are ball hungry. Okay, so to build on that drill, now we'll do this one. This is one that, like I said, when I was reassured what we do when I went to Northwestern's practice, which was unbelievable. If you go to Northwestern's practice, it's tons of energy. It's tons of energy. They have fun. They're so loud. And that's something I took away from it because I think we have fun in practice, they have more fun. So that's something we're going to get better at. Okay, so here's our action here. We have man with the ball right here. So we'll make that Mills. We have Caden behind. Okay, we have a Junior here. Here's another simulated action. Okay, you're going to run through these cones. You're going to run through these cones. Boom, boom. Okay, you're going to wrap. You're going to hop tackle wrap. Perfect. And upon this action, you're going to come from behind, and now you're ball hungry. You're mower heavy. Boom. Good. Ripping out. Okay, so once we get the wrap, we get the strip. Rotate it around. So Junior comes ball handler. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see how fast we can go on these. So coming through, go, make your hot tackle. Good. Getting through the rip. Outside hand. Yep. Outside hand. Yep. Here we go. Get into this position. Ripping through. Get it on film. Okay. If we get one of those again, we had maybe 1 or 2 on film. You say it's risky, but it changes the game. And our kids, like I said, 1 or 2 times this year, maybe we gave up a couple yards because we're ball hungry, but there's a couple times we got as well. That's a risk that we're willing to take as kind of a 5-3 defense. Okay, here's another one for you. Like I said, our JV is not as useful as our varsity in terms of their speed. Love the kids to death, but it's a slower process for them to get going. So we would say that this black line would be the goal line, okay, back in here. So we would have 1 JV player, okay, we'll say that's Mills. Mills represents a whole JV offense, okay? Junior's over here. Junior over here is at the 30-yard line. The more vertical that a team gets that we're going to play, the further back this would have to be. Okay? And Caden will represent the defense. Boom, boom, boom. So we start the drill here with the JV running an offensive play. Okay, JV runs their offensive play, whatever it was. Caden's on defense. Okay, boom, boom, makes a tackle, great. Now he's to the next position. Now he's to that 30-yard line, and you would run through back to that 30-yard line, and now you're getting a play. These guys are able to play ready because we have a JV coach there, we have a JV coach there. So as Mills was running his offense back in there, I'm working with the JVers. Okay, JVers, this is what we're doing. Okay, this is what we're doing. Okay, as that's happening, boom. There's a play in there, boom, run through on the outside. Now you've got a defense here. Now you're still on defense. You're representing all defense. Yep. Boom, run your play. Boom, tackle there. Good, good. Okay, and then we would have another line back there. So this, depending on the size of your team, you can have 3 offensive teams ready to go. And, you know, you could probably make a JV team that's better. Okay, we'll do that in team defense, but now you're repping tempo. So if you're playing a tempo team, it's back and forth. And these guys are ready, and it gets you more plays in the minutes of practice because you don't get that much practice, especially on defense. If you're an assistant coach, you know what it's like. Offense always trumps it. I know what it's like here at TJ. It's like that at Sioux Valley. Okay, here's another. I got some fun ones here. Scenarios. This is a great summer one. I love to have this ready for the summer, so we're ready to go come fall. We'll practice scenarios. So with this same situation, okay, we'll say down there is 2-point conversion, so I'll call it a 2-point conversion defense. Okay, down here we have a scenario such as goal line or prevent. So I'm goal line down there, goal line down there. Okay, so they run their play down there. Boom. Okay, Caden's coming back. Now he's defense right here. We're 2-point conversion right here. I'm calling in my 2-point conversion plays via my wristband. I mean, we're getting multiple scenarios. We're forcing kids to think, which increases focus in practice, but it's also purposeful. So when I call, and they won't have to worry about what they need to be in. You know, they won't have to think, oh, what am I in, you know, come 2-point conversion during the season. I'll tell them that. I'll let them know based on our scout. But it just keeps focus high, and it gets them thinking ready for season when season's a long ways away. Okay, here's another one. A game of 21. I'm a basketball guy. I think a lot of my concepts come from basketball. In basketball, everything you do is kind of like competitive. You're trying to beat somebody. In football, I don't think we have enough of that. So let's say we had Caden on defense around there, and this could be, we had junior on offense on there. This could be in team defense, in this style, in high tempo drill. It can be in regular. Okay, this is, if you get a touchdown, you have 30 yards to go. If you get a touchdown, it's 6 points. If you get an INT, it's 4 points. Completion on a pass or a run longer than 5 yards is 1 point. If you get a stop shorter than 1 or an incompletion, it's 1 point. Play to 21. It gives purpose. And the advantage is to the offense. Okay, make it so your offense can be successful. You play once. Okay, the more times you play, the less relevant it gets. So if you play once in a week, teams want to win. I don't want to lose. So that's something you can do. Defensive line stems. I've just talked a lot about stemming. So let's have you guys, you all play defensive line. So let's face the camera. How about there? I have it in my truck. Forgot to bring it in. You have it. I know you do. Everybody has it. We have a ball, basically a pole with a ball. We use it as much as we can. We use it on sled. We use it on all drills because we want to simulate these guys getting off the ball. Okay? If we're running the sled or if we're running stems or if we're practicing, and if I say set hit, that's not game-like. Let's get a coach. Let's get somebody that is basically, you know, pulling balls with this so we can get off the ball as fast as we can. Okay? And that's something. If you watch our film, I think we get off the ball hard because I think we practice it so much. It's not something that just shows up. So, for example, if the ball was here, we had a coach snapping it, this can be anybody just here. With a pole, you can watch your guy, which is awesome, especially because we have 4 or 5 coaches on my staff. It's very small. Okay, I don't get the aid of having multiple coaches help me with this. So with this in mind, we're practicing, we're LT 2 down, LT 2 down. So with this in mind, with our 2 down series, okay, we're down, set, and these guys would step over 2 shades. Set, 2 shades, hit, and we would just get off. Okay, something we practice. We practice our game actions. Here's a one for DBs. We have kind of the newest, coolest thing is to put a string through the laces of the ball. You get multiple reps that way. It's nothing new, but it's something kind of cool. So this is the drill here. We have junior is going to be the wide receiver. We'll have middles be the DB. DB's behind him. Okay? Here's a drill that you can work on, especially against teams that pass. RPO stuff, spread teams, whatever. Here's a DB drill though for your DB guys. Okay, so on set, hit. So on set, you're going to walk forward. Okay, holding the ball out, extend like this. So 2 hands. Set. Okay, then you're always going to turn towards the coach. I'll be at a 45-degree angle. Set, and on hit, you turn. Face the ball, okay, and my DBs would be in here, okay, and they would try to break hands. What this simulates is an underthrown ball. 40% of all NFL balls are underthrown, so I don't know what the high school level is. It's got to be way more than 40%. This simulates basically a turn and reach catch here with your DBs making a play on the ball. Okay, so fingers back here. So your hands extended, down. He's going to be up here. Set. Okay, and you're following. Set. Hit. Okay, good. And aim small, break out. Aim small, miss small. So you try to get the inside hand. At the very least, if you're going for wrist, you'll get ball. And I know you guys aren't DBs, so this is maybe a skill that you guys are practicing, but your DBs can use this. It's got to be kind of good to feel like a DB. Let's increase the touches in this practice. Okay, other things. Oh, here's a fun one, another DB one.
What was this? You said something about string through the ball.
Yes, and I have it in my car. I actually forgot it here. Northwestern uses this. A coach that was from Findlay, Ohio uses this. It's kind of the newest, coolest thing. Take a shoelace, a long shoelace, deflate the ball, and you can actually put a string through this line. Okay, and now you have a string tied to the ball. So when you do all these reps, you can get multiple reps very, very quick. So for example, when we broke the hands of Mills here, the ball went kind of all wild. Yeah, now you can just pull on the string, now he's doing it again. I saw D linemen using it last weekend, using it for tip drills, so I'm a coach, juniors at that cone, you know, down, set, hit, boom, coach would come in here, just basically chuck, junior get his hands up, boom, no retrieval needed, pull it in like a fishing line. I haven't used it, but I've seen it.
Makes you think of those little balls that they used to put it around your wrist and you throw the ball and hit the ground and come back to you.
And that's what it is. What it does is get as many reps as possible. Like when I was at Northwestern last weekend, I think all the head coach said is, let's get reps, let's get reps. And that's just, I think, the purpose of it. Okay? Throwdown champion. Here's a cool one, here's a fun one. Okay, a throwdown champion for linebackers, DBs, you can make linemen do it if they want. I mean, it can kind of be fun. This in mind. So we have a line one, we'll have Kate be my first. Okay? And you guys be off the side. So we make her call. So this round, we're all cover 4. So based on your position, you drop into cover 4. So let's say you're a DB, you drop cover 4. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, upon that action, you have a coach here. The coach chucks the ball. Good hands, good hands. Okay, what we want is our DBs making plays on the ball, our linebackers, and what we're doing is we're just increasing our ball touches with the defense. Okay, so he would come off. Now we're cover 4, go, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Good. Okay? And if you drop, okay, let's say junior goes. Okay? If you drop, boom, okay, drop it, you're out. Okay? So now we're on to the next round. Junior's up. So now we're down to these two guys. Now we're cover 2. And this is rapid, this is quick. Okay? So let's say you're a linebacker, you draw, or you're a quarterback, you just stay in your flats. So set, hit, boom, boom, boom. Okay? Good. And what would eventually happen with repetitive or very, very quick motion is you would get down to 1. And that person would win a prize, the weekly prize. They get to wear like a Miami chain, or they get something cool in their locker. I don't know, a sticker. It's just, it increases your DBs making plays on the ball in kind of a fun way. It's a fun drill. It's competitive. Every week you get a new throwdown champion. Okay, a safety one. Just got a couple more for you here. A safety one is, I know you guys have safety, so you could. You guys get first and play safety. We have a bag here. And a bag here. Okay? So what's going to happen is you'll start, we'll have one line. Well, Bill's be my first. One line in here, and you're going to, we'll face the camera. Okay, and we'll have you off to the side. What's going to happen is we're going to simulate a safety fit. Okay, so he's going to drop into this secondary read. Okay, we'll have a coach probably at the cone, and that will be me. Then we'll throw it to either one of these bags, and you'll either make a play on the ball, or you'll finish your tackle here. Okay, so if I'm the coach here, and this is a safety drill, you can do it with DBs as well. Set, 5-yard drop, boom. I open my shoulder, boom. Okay, hit. Make a play, okay, and you can't make a play on the ball, now you're hot tackling through absolutely. So it's a simulated, basically, catch with a safety fit. In our 53, our safeties, our safety, if we're playing a 53, I mean, he's got to cover space, and this is the way that we try to increase the amount of space that he can play with drill work there. Last one for you. And as I get this ready, a really good YouTube film, I just learned this last weekend. Check out Dartmouth Tackling. Go to YouTube, check it out. If you need 150 tackling drills, Dartmouth Tackling, it's maybe the best thing that I was told or I learned this summer thus far. Okay? So in railroad track form fashion, okay, we would have a line here at this cone. We would have a line here at this cone. We have a ball, middle center ball, juniors right here. Here's a linebacker safety fit. This is practicing tackling inside pec. We want to track, we want to trace this. We don't want to meet him at a point. We want to tackle through this. Some people will coach the 5. Okay, you need to make a decision. You're going to fit through one of those 2 gaps. You can have as many gaps as you want, okay? But you have to be decisive in what you're going to do. So you're going to run through, okay? And you're going to fit in here. As that's happening, juniors tracking the inside pec. Okay, so as you go through, I'll see another junior here. Tracking the inside pec, and as he fits, now fit into here. Okay, and it's just a thud. But let's walk through that and you'll get it. So set, hit. Good, good, good. Just a thud. But let's work on practicing those angles. Something that we made an adjustment because what would happen to us is if